All right, so first we're going to factor, and we're going to use the X method. What goes up top? A times C, which is? And what goes in the bottom? -4. Odd. Don't answer it. So, what two numbers multiply to get 3, but add to get -4? Oh my gosh, -3 and -1. Easy, easy. So now what do we know? Okay, so your factors are what? Right, and I know I can jump right to my factors because I do not have what? Ah, perfect. I don't have a coefficient on my leading term, so I do not need to factor by grouping here. These are my factors, right? Now, should I have said, okay, x is equal to 3? No, why not? What are we solving here? An inequality. So, should I put an equal sign? No. For now, I'm just going to use the same inequality sign, and I'm going to add 3 over and say x is less than 3, and I'm going to add 1 over and say x is what? Good. Now, do I know for a fact that these are my true inequalities? How is the only way I can know? By checking your regions. Wonderful. So we're going to put these numbers on my number line. I'm going to draw my number line. And I have a solution, a boundary point at 1. Remember, we called them boundary points. And 3. Now in this problem, am I going to have open or closed circles? Why open? Yeah, it's not equal to. So I put a closed circle, open. I just literally said open. Yep. Open circles because it's not equal to. And now, do I shade? What do I need to do first? Check. How do I check a region? What do I do? Beautiful. Am I going to plug 1 in for x? No, no. You do not check your boundary points. You check if the numbers inside your regions work. So what number could I pull from this region? 0. Easiest one is 0. I'm going to check 0. So in for x, what am I going to put? 0. What is this right-hand sign going to end up with? 3. Is 3 greater than 0? Yes, it is. So does this work? So which way should I shade? From the boundary point of 1 to the left. This region works. Now what should I check? The middle, between 1 and 2. I have to know if I need to shade between 1 and 3. So, what is 2 squared? 4. What is 4 times 2? 8. So 4 minus 8 is how much? -4 plus 3. -1. Is -1 greater than 0? 2 does not work. So should I shade in the middle? Nope. Now what's the last number I could check? Now. Yeah. Should I check 3? No, that's my boundary point. Is 3 actually going to work? I know it's not going to work. Why? It's an open. It cannot be 3. Okay? So I never should check my boundary points. Instead, I should check a number inside this right-hand region. 4 works. So let's check 4. What is 4 squared? 16. 4 times 4 is? So what's 16 minus 16? 0. So what is that right-hand side? So is 3 greater than 0? Yes, it is. So which way should I shade? Wonderful. So what does this tell us? What is x? X is anything less than 1. So this was the correct inequality. And x is also anything greater than 3. Is that what we wrote here? Is that what we wrote here? How does this read? X is less than 3. What should it be? Now do we know? Greater than.
So you just change it?
Yes. No. Because we're finding, okay, so let's talk about what we're doing here. Let's talk about what we're doing. Are we finding a single or two solutions in an inequality? No. We're finding a range of possibilities, right? We're finding a range of possibilities. Are we finding the solution between two equations? No. The only reason why we, in the last part of this unit, had to find y was because we were finding the solution to a system, which the solution to a system is the intersection between two lines, right? A location on a graph, a coordinate, an x and y point. That's why we had to find y. Here, we're not doing that. Okay? Any other questions? Okay, you guys try it. You guys try 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to give you a little heads up about 3. There are two ways to solve this. Either we can expand out this square and do x minus 5 times x minus 5, do the box or FOIL method, or what is easier? What's a trick I could do? Oh! Can't I immediately get rid of that square on that right-hand side? How do you do that? What's opposite of squaring? I don't square both sides. Square root. So what's the square root of 64? Is it just 8? So what do I put? Plus or minus. And what happens to this right-hand side? Right. The square and the square root cancel each other out. So I'm left with just x minus 5. That's all I'm going to tell you about that problem. You figure out the rest. Finish 1, 2, or sorry, I did 1, didn't I? No, 1, 2, 3, and 4.